Calm or alarm for Christian Pulisic and his many fans stateside?
Calm. Now, I know given his history, people want to hit the alarm button right now. I've been reading a lot of reports about Pioli moving a few players around. Rangers out and, what's his name, Pobega in. There could be some rotation, if you will. Maybe this is some sort of load management because what's coming up is 6 games in 19 days for Milan. Amongst those games, Newcastle, Dortmund, Lazio, etc. I'm not hitting the alarm button right now because Christian Pulisic is coming off of the 4 games they played. In 2 of those games, man of the match performances where he was the best player in said game. And you're sure, this game, I think he played something like 55, 56 minutes, didn't go to his liking, didn't play very well, but who in Milan did play well? It was one of the worst games I've seen from Milan in quite some time, in a game where he looked like he was trying to play it safe. Maybe he looked a little bit fatigued. Maybe he looked like he wasn't up for it on that day. But by no means should you be pressing the alarm button right now because of one performance and he's getting benched, rested, or whatever the case may be. This is a long road ahead of him. This may even be, Sebi, a blessing in disguise because given his history, that injury history, this load management could be a benefit.
That's why I agree with you. I will say calm ahead of alarm here because if you're a U.S. fan, right, from the national team perspective, the most important thing to you is that Christian Pulisic stays healthy. Not necessarily that he's in form at club level because we've seen him play great for the national team when not playing well at club level before. You need this guy healthy. He's playing a ton of games right now, doing a ton of travel all the way from North America back over to Europe. You know that's tough on him. So if that's what's behind this for Pioli, I will say calm and not alarm. But Herc, if this was a something, nothing, or everything, I wouldn't say nothing, right? Because if there's ever been a criticism of Christian Pulisic, it's not necessarily that he can't hit the highs. It's maybe that he can't maintain them. And we saw him get off to a great start with AC Milan. I think he had a little bit of a wobble over the international break, not his best with the U.S. men's national team. And as you pointed out, nobody for AC Milan played well over the weekend. Certainly he didn't. But you would like for him to get the chance to get right back on the horse, especially Herc. Where do we want to see him? We want to see him in the Champions League. We want to see him against the best of the best. And I would think a Premier League team like Newcastle for Christian Pulisic could be a perfect opportunity to get back in right form after 3 games that didn't go well for him. So for me, it's not alarm. But when you're talking about getting benched for a guy like Samuel Chukwueze is a really good player, Herc. He can also get hot. And if he gets hot, as he has in the past for Villarreal, where he is just an exceptional one-on-one player, it might be hard to move him from the starting 11. So it's not short-term worry, but long-term, Herc, there could be some problems here for Christian Pulisic if Chukwueze comes in and plays really well against Newcastle.
And it wouldn't be any different. I mean, he's been used to this at Dortmund, at Chelsea, when you play in the top clubs in the world.
But we're hoping
you're going to
Milan
have
is
competition,
different, right?
Well, you're hoping so, but given his history, this could be a blessing, Sebi. We've seen his injury history. We've seen how he's not a durable player. If you had to say who's the weakest team, in theory, of the Champions League opponents, you could probably say it's Newcastle. So given that it's not the biggest, the hardest, the most must-win game of them all, I have no issue with this.
And by the way, speaking of keeping guys healthy, we saw what happened to Edson Alvarez, right? Played over the international break, rushed back, played a lot.
Fatigue.
Came off, you know, a little bit bothered. So you got to take care of your guys, especially when they're coming back off international break.